You know the funny thing about everything? When I was Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the aging skin, okay? We're going to be talking about aging and the skin and everything that is related to the aging skin, all right? And I really wanted to talk about this mainly because of what I am currently experiencing with my skin being dry. And one of the things that I found out about, having dry skin and why it is very, very important to keep your skin hydrated, and not only keeping the skin hydrated but also keeping the body hydrated. All right? Yes. So first and foremost, I'm going to be using this product. I'm going to be using it in the video, but you're not going to be seeing me using it because in this video I'm going to be doing a little review. So today is the beginning of the product that I'm using. It's a secret product, but I'll let you know in 2 weeks what product I will be using, or I am using actually. So I'm just starting to use the product today, and I just wanted you to know that I'm using a product, but it's a secret product. It's a high secret product, but I don't want to talk about it. But what we're going to do today is to talk about a product. hmm We're going to be talking about the skin, anti-aging, and everything that's related to dry skin, textured skin, aging skin. And I'm not talking about like getting older if you're in your 30s or 40s, 50s, 60s or whatever. I'm talking about the skin aging and what are some of the signs. All right. So I went ahead. My face is currently washed and dry. And this is never, let me just say, this should never, your skin should never, ever be this dry. Yes, you should never, ever wait on whenever you're doing your skincare routine. Never wait until your skin is this dry before you start applying your products. Like, never. Okay? Because this is not the best state for your skin to be in when you're going in with your products. That's just something to practice. And even if the time is very dry or the time is very hot, and you just want to go in with water and not like dry the face so dry to the point that it is dry, and you don't want any oil to be produced in certain areas, so you don't want to use any moisturizer, any, this is never ever recommended. It's never recommended for you to leave your skin just bare like this. Like, this is the beginning of aging, the skin aging. Like, whenever the skin starts to behave or to look like this or to feel like this, tight and dry, that's when your skin is going to start aging. Like, literally, my skin feel right now, I feel like an old lady right now. So this is not the best state for the skin, or the best state that you should ever put your skin in. Or literally, I'm stressing out my skin when my skin is this dry. All right? But I'm just going to go in with my hydrating ingredients because that's basically what we're talking about. Anyway, so as it relates to the aging skin and everything related to the aging skin, um, it's very, very, very important, guys. Very important that we stay hydrated. And when I say stay hydrated, I don't mean applying moisturizer on the skin. When I say stay hydrated, I mean not taking a very hot bath. I mean not using too much, like doing too much. What do you say? No, like um steaming of the face and stuff like that. Like, that can literally dry out your skin to the point that your skin just stops producing like enough the oil that it should naturally produce. So it's very important that you don't over steam your skin, you don't over wash it, you don't spend too much time in the hot, doing hot or giving yourself hot baths. Very important. It's very important that you drink liquid as you're getting older. It's very healthy. It's very important that you drink a lot of liquid. When your body lacks water, it's a serious problem. It can literally affect your skin, and you might wonder, why is my skin always breaking out? Why am I experiencing this? Why am I experiencing that? It's because you lack water, and it's literally very true. All right, it's because you lack water. Some people, they don't necessarily show it on their skin, but in various ways water is like very important for the skin. So one way to prevent aging very fast is to drink water. Drink a lot of fruits. They're very good. They have natural antioxidants in them to to really bring back the skin and to take care of the skin. Those are you need your nice vitamin C, vitamin A, your vitamin D. You need all of those things. Those are all important for the skin and for the body. Like we need our antioxidants. Antioxidants actually help the skin. Yes. So don't just think that you're going to apply physical stuff onto the skin and everything's gonna be fine. Could apply skincare from now till tomorrow morning, and your skin is never going to be different unless you start to do things within. And I am personally learning, so I'm just telling you based on what the Bible says. The Bible, skincare Bible, is talking about. And when I say the Bible, I mean the body. Basically how the body reacts to everything that we do. Like we can apply things on top of the skin and not do what we should do inside by what we consume, and we will never see changes in our skin because we're not being doing whatever we're doing in proportion. We're not applying or putting the effort into what we're consuming, and also based on what we're putting onto the skin. Everything should be in moderation, should be equal. You know what I'm saying? If you're putting in, you have to put in order to get out. Right? So if you want to see nice glowy skin, you have to put in something, in the body so that you can get nice glowy skin. And then whatever you put on top of the skin, it will help. All right? So start first by putting in what is necessary, what is important for the skin to look and feel beautiful. So you have to make sure that you do your walks, ensure that you are exercising, ensure that you are doing what is necessary so that your skin can produce the results that you want. All right? While it's important to take care of your skin, it's also important to take care of within. So part of aging, we will see first signs of aging. We'll see some wrinkling right here, laugh lines. We'll see them up here when we go like this. Naturally, we'll see them right here. The funny thing about everything, when I was a little bit younger, whenever I used to go like this, I used to have lines. Like I used to see my lines more than no. Maybe right now I don't really have any lines above here, and I think it's mainly because I have been doing a lot of work with when it comes to my skincare. Even my laugh lines, I thought the reason why my laugh lines weren't so visible was because I gained weight, and sometimes when you gain weight, the fat actually fills certain areas of the face, so the face looks a little bit more, the skin looks a little bit more plump because the skin has fat and water in it. But now that I lose a little weight, I was expecting to actually see laugh lines, but I do not see any. That means I am doing a good job at taking care of my skin, and I really feel proud of that. Yes. And a lot of times also I was sitting down thinking to myself would I get pimples? Would I get or will I I was thinking is vitamin A and just and all of those anti-aging ingredients, are they a scam, or will they work for me, or will my skin like just naturally look younger? Because when I'm looking at my mother's skin, my father's skin, I'm like, they're in their 50s. I was just saying, like, when I was looking at my other friends and people in my age group, I'm like thinking, what if I wasn't, or when I wasn't like taking care of my skin, when I wasn't doing anything, I could literally see the little oil plugs, and they were just so obvious, and my skin wasn't perfect. I could literally see the texture on my face. Yeah, I could literally see it. I could literally see the things that were taking place on my skin, and I'm like, what if I wasn't taking care of my skin, or I didn't start taking care of my skin in the way that I are needed to? Like, what if I wasn't doing it? Maybe my skin would actually show signs of aging currently. And I'm like thinking, like, maybe, maybe the skincare products are not necessarily a scam. Maybe I won't necessarily have to worry about like wrinkling, like, or aging like faster than the average, because genetics will have it that my skin will age gracefully. You know what I'm saying? And also because, I am of a darker skin complexion, very melanated. So, of course, my skin is naturally going to age slower than the average person. But I'm thinking, like, my parents, I can see that because they've gotten older, they have a little texture in their skin. My father's skin, he has like really, really good skin. My father has good skin for a man. And I think like maybe a lot of his relatives, they have good skin and so forth. I don't think they had like acne and so forth. My mother, I know she had like acne when she was growing up and so forth, so she has a little bit of texture. But when it comes to like wrinkling, she doesn't really have problems with that currently in her early 50s. Like, she just started 50s, like this month she's going to be 52. I shouldn't be telling you her age on camera, but I'm sure she doesn't really mind, because she's not old. Because I am 30 I am 30, 31, 30, whatever. So of course she shouldn't feel old, because she's actually young, because I'm old actually. Anyway, but I was thinking to myself, like, maybe I'm like, oh, maybe this is a scam and all of that. But I think like maybe it's good that I'm currently using all of these products that are supposed to help with anti-aging and so forth. And even though I might be using them and I can't really see anything, because I don't really have any problems, so I can't really see anything. But I appreciate the fact that, as an older person, I'm in my early 30s, like very, very early. I just hit 30 last year. So I'm very, very early, very, very early. And I still look fresh and young. All right, so I think that it's important that we take care of our skin. Anti-aging products, they work, even if you're not worried about wrinkling. Like, hyperpigmentation is one issue that you have to worry about. Texture is also one issue, and just uneven skin complexion, just anything that can affect you, especially if you have problematic skin. All right, so I think that I'm doing a good job, and I'm going to continue, and I will also encourage others to continue with the skincare routine, even if you're buying the products and they say that they promise anti-aging effect, but at the same time you're looking at them like, you're thinking to yourself like, maybe I don't need this. Do I need this? I don't know if I need this, because I'm not having wrinkling. I don't have wrinkles or anything. My skin is perfect. No, you know what I'm saying? But no, 10 years from now you probably won't say that. So continue using your anti-aging ingredients. But anyway, I am just going to continue, and I'm not going to think of it as a scam. Well, if it's a scam me. I want to be scammed. Like, I want to be scammed. Like, you can scam me, it's fine. Yeah, I want to continue using it, whether or not it works. I want to be scammed. I don't want to not use it and then get wrinkles. You know what I'm saying? Before time. But anyway, as I said before, just eat, consume, exercise. Very important. Eat your fruits and your vegetables. Eat your lentils. Eat your whole grains. Make sure that you eat a lot of, you know, very nutritious meals. Eat your vegetables, your leafy greens. Eat them. Stay away from the fatty, processed food. And I'm speaking to myself also, because those are the things that are going to age us. Them just like age, we just like see them, yeah, age very, very fast, because we're consuming too many of those things, and they're not adding to our body, but actually subtracting, and taking years away from, or putting years onto us. Actually, they're adding years to us. You know what I'm saying? Yes. But if you eat our vegetables, drink water, you eat a lot of fruits, they're just going to give us or take away age from us. So when we turn 35, we're going to look like 20. When we turn 40, we're going to look like 30, and so forth. So it's very important that you take care of your body within, and don't ever think that anti-aging ingredients are a scam. Even if your genetics will have it that you will still look young even at 40, continue to use it. Maybe if you naturally would look like 40 at 60, if you use the anti-aging ingredients, maybe you will look like 20 instead of 40, or instead of looking like 60. Yes. But anyway, I'm just going to continue to use my skincare products, take care of my skin internally too. All right. But as I said before, you have to make sure that you are hydrating your skin. It's very important to hydrate the skin. Now that it is winter, I can literally see my skin when it's dry. When I look in the mirror, I look under my eyes, because my skin is so dry. Under my eyes look wrinkly, because my skin is losing water, losing moisture. It's dry, very dry. So when the skin starts to look dry, it gets older. So we have to make sure that we pack it with hydrating ingredients, pack it with moisture, and so forth. All right. But anyway, I love to go in with a lot of hydrating ingredients. One thing also I sometimes used to think is a scam. One thing I sometimes think is a scam is sheet mask. Why? Because sheet mask only, what do you say now? Sheet mask during summer, sheet mask sometimes it feels like a scam, because it doesn't really necessarily do anything. Like in the moment when you apply it, you just feel hydrated and so forth. You don't think it's doing anything. But for example, like now that the weather is very dry and so forth, when you are getting older and your skin needs hydration, needs moisture, like sheet masks, they actually help to, really hydrate the skin, especially if you do it at least twice a week. you know just take some time to just allow the product to really settle in the skin, stay on the skin. I think it does a good job. Yes, it makes my skin feel better, to be honest. The thing with sheet mask though, you can't leave the sheet mask on the face to fully dry. If you leave it to fully dry, it defeats the purpose. Yes, you can't leave it to fully dry. Your sheet mask should never be like completely dry on your face. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to leave it fully dry. The purpose of the sheet mask is to allow the product to just settle in your skin while the product is still wet, so that it can like really absorb into the skin. You know? Yeah. So it can really absorb into the skin instead of having like all of the product all at once sitting on the skin and your face is just wet. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like this step of the skincare, when we apply the essence. The sheet mask is basically this step, this essence part. So in truth and in fact, you don't necessarily need to put on a sheet mask, but it's very like therapeutic in a sense, and it's very nice. So I like sheet mask, and I think that they do a good job, especially if I want to pack a lot of product. And I like sheet masks that have a lot of product, especially when it's cold and dry and the weather is really dry and my skin feels dry. I like to make sure that my skin is extremely hydrated. Hydration is very important when it comes to the aging skin. You have to hydrate, and this is why a lot of people, even older folks, you might look at them and like, oh, they didn't use any skincare products on their skin. Yes, a lot of Japanese, they cleanse their skin, even though some of them, they don't really do anything to the skin. They cleanse their skin and they hydrate it. Always keep the skin nice and hydrated, and they always wear their SPF, and they always stay away from direct sunlight. So that's the reason why most of them have good skincare. And guess what, they also eat very healthy. So sometimes they might say, oh, I don't really do anything to my skin, I don't really do anything to my skin. And my grandmother, they don't really do anything to the skin. They eat properly, so that actually helps. But a lot of us today, in today's society, we don't really eat properly. We eat a lot of burger, we go to eat a lot of fast food, a lot of processed food, and then we expect that, oh, my grandmother used to do this and her skin looks beautiful. You're not eating the way your grandmother used to eat. You know what I'm saying? So your skin is not going to look the same way your grandmother's skin used to. It's not going to look the same way your grandmother's skin. It's not going to behave the same way that your grandmother's skin behaved, because today's society and what we're consuming today is not the same as back then. You know what I'm saying? So we have to work overtime. This is the reason why we have to make sure that we use a lot of skincare products. Not a lot, you don't necessarily have to use a lot, but just make sure that you use what is important to really maintain the skin, and also try your best to eat properly, so at least you can do a good job, so that you whatever is inside the body can actually show on the outside. But as I said before, hydration is very important when it comes to the aging skin. We have to make sure that we get our skin is hydrated, because that's one of the very first signs of aging. The skin starts to get dry, we start to lose water, we're not producing enough oil. If you're not producing enough oil, the skin is not going to look plump, skin is not going to look juicy, skin is not going to look hydrated, and it's going to look a little bit wrinkly and old, because there's not enough water, there's not enough moisture, there's not enough oil under the skin, you know, the deeper layers of the skin, to keep it, you know, nice and collagen rich and plump. So we actually have to do our part to ensure that we apply the collagen rich ingredients. We eat the products that have collagen rich nutrients, you know, to just boost the skin's health, basically. But hydration is very, very important when it comes to the aging skin. So this is why your grandmother would always say that she just make sure that you drink a lot of water, eat healthy, moisturize the skin, and keep it moisturized. And that's very important. All right, so this is what I like to do when it comes to the aging skin, anti-aging. And I use a lot of ferment ingredients. I use a lot of retinol. I use retinol in my skincare like of lately, and I want to continue because I think that it's going to benefit my skin over a long period of time. Eventually, when I start to reach in the age, of senior citizen, when I reach senior citizen age, then I will be able to say, well, I'm at this age, but I don't really look like my age. I look younger than my age. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when that time comes, I'll worry about aging skin. But right now, I'm doing my work to make sure that my skin is maintained pretty much. Okay, guys, so yes. So as I was saying, like, it's very important to keep your skin hydrated. And I just basically use a product that I'm currently trying out for 2 weeks. And as I said before, as soon as I finish it and finish testing it, then I'll share everything with you about it. But as I said before, your skin needs hydration, and if you have to go in with your anti-aging ingredients, I know that a lot of times you might feel like it's a scam because you don't really literally see it working right now, because our skin is still young and fresh and plump. But I do believe over a period of time you will notice that your skin still looks fresh, young, and plump. And even if it wanted to, like, to age before the time, it's not going to, because you are using all your products that are going to be, working to take care of the aging, process, working against the aging process. And also because of what we're eating, because not only those anti-aging ingredients will not work by themselves, they work along with what we are naturally doing to ourselves, to our bodies. Make sure that your skin is hydrated. Make sure that you're protecting your skin whenever you go out in the sun. Just make sure that you're doing your job. Make sure that you are consuming enough vitamin C, a lot of antioxidants and so forth, so that it can help to boost your immune system and to boost your skin's fighting anti-aging effect, because the body naturally has anti-aging when we put stuff in the body, it naturally is supposed to help to fight against free radical damages that comes from the external environment. You know what I'm saying? But just do your part. Let's do our part to just, take care of the skin. We don't necessarily have to buy a bunch of amazing products like retinol and all of those. You don't necessarily have to use it if you don't want to use it, but it's good to use, especially you don't know what is coming for you in a couple of years from now. You don't know what is coming for you. I don't know what is coming for me. I might think that my mom has beautiful she's not aging, so maybe it's in my genes, and maybe I won't age like a raisin. But I don't know what is coming for me, so I'm just going to do my part, and I'm just encouraging you to do your part so that we don't age like a raisin. Very important. Okay? Alright, but this is the end of my video, and I'm going to my bed now. Okay? And the product that I'll be using, as I said before, I'll share it with you in 2 weeks. Alright, but this is it for me. Thank you for watching me or listening to me rant. Just rant. And see you in the next one. Bye bye.